I know your face so well, but I can tell that it's changing. That you've just been resting. We get along so well, but I see that we're changing. We've got a long way down till we're 60 years old. We've gone till we can't stand at all. But I can tell that it's changing. You bring me heaven where there used to be hell. I know you do.
Okay, I'll do this bit. I'm sorry. I'm apologising because I haven't read this in such a long time. Okay, it's near the beginning, so no spoilers. You should have read it. He leaves before I'm awake on weekdays. I can't say I'd wish it went any other way. As much as I dislike my excessive time alone, I prefer it to my time alone with him. He is not very fun. That way, he reminds me of the boys in Greece who only wanted to go to the beach or go out on boats, which made me seasick. On the weekends, sometimes, he'll take me out to restaurants, assuming that is what I wish for. He buys me chocolates and gives me massages on Saturday and Sunday mornings, but I dislike how he presses his thumbs into my shoulder blades and uses
Years old. We've got a long way down till we can't stand it all. We've got a long way down. We've got a long way down till.
I was meant to go to a gig the other day and I ended up not going, and the reason was because I am feeling like shit. Exhausted, not sleeping. Haven't been to therapy in a month. Depresso, the state of the world, personal problems that I won't mention. Just the list just goes on. And instead, I stayed in, had this really nostalgic takeout with my family because it was the first time we were eating at that place since I was like 10. And had some ice cream and just chilled, and it felt really nice, but I felt guilty for not going even though I'd only spent £10 on the tickets. And yeah, just there's a lot of guilt with like cancelling plans. And then I also have added guilt because I don't have anything else to add to this vlog, which like it would have been the perfect addition of like my gig videos I have of concerts and stuff that I love and usually actually perform like the best of all my videos. So I had that added guilt. So whilst I don't have anything to add, instead I'm going to use this time to do a couple of things. One, if you feel guilty about cancelling plans, about how you're feeling mentally, physically, because also I have 2 chronic conditions, it's very hard for me to be active past a certain time in the day, which it really was that day. Don't feel guilty. You're doing nothing wrong, as long as you're not hurting anyone in the process. It's literally just you harboring guilt and shame, and that is an emotion or emotions that are easier to let go of. Secondly, on the topic of the world falling apart, I have a post that's just gone up on Instagram, literally just now, as you're watching this. Well, as this has just come out, with a ton of resources for ICE. I'll list some here that I remember off the top of my head, but you can go and check out the Instagram post as well for a proper list. iceout.org show you where ICE has been spotted to arrests being made as soon as they are happening. So if you are in the US and you need that, you need to it's an app, I believe. Just download the app and it will show you where they've been to help you stay safe. Stand with Minnesota.com is for Minnesota specifically, to help Minnesota, so not necessarily an educational resource or like personal help, but rather to give. And great place to educate and find resources is, I believe it's called something defense, immigrant defense. I did tag them in my post as well. I tagged all of these people in my post. They have years of resources and things there if you need it. And there's a couple other tips of, you know, call your reps and do all of that. So whilst the world is falling apart, we can do our bit. I would, in that same vein, I would like to add some good things that have happened this week, which is because I also know that Catherine O'Hara died, and that destroyed me because I love her so much. And so I know we're all feeling a bit at the moment. Some good things. Luigi Mangione can no longer be on death row, so he can no longer get the death penalty. Those charges are no longer viable, so he can basically just be in prison, but he can't be, so he's still getting charged, but whether it ends in prison or freedom is not yet determined, but it can't end in the death penalty, which is great. Secondly, whilst it's extremely depressing and I really don't recommend looking into the details if you are sensitive or like to those subjects or triggered by those subjects, Epstein files have been released and they haven't been blacked out this time. I think there's about 3.6 million files that were released, and I think there's over 8 million, I believe. I don't know if I got that off the top of my head. So go and read those if you can. Understand if you can't, they're dark, but it's a really positive thing that they are being released and not blacked out. So I'm taking it in a way as a win. And finally, I think the third win should be about yourself. So I would love for you to think about a win that you have done this week. I have several, but I'm gonna say my top win was I did my event, which you saw brief parts of, and I felt so depressed all week. I wanted to cancel it just because of how I felt. Like, it wasn't because of the venue or the people. It was so lovely. It was literally just me feeling mentally, I feel very low. So I didn't though, because it was a commitment I'd made, and I didn't because even though it was free, I don't want people to waste money to get there, and it was very last minute if I did cancel it and all of that stuff, and I went and I had a lovely time. So I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that win, and I cancelled something else later in that week that didn't affect anyone else. So that's my win, one of my wins. We all have several a week. But yeah, that's how I wanted to end this video, instead with like a few messages instead of a proper vlog, I guess. I will get back into stuff properly, I swear to God. I know I've been saying it for a while, but I will. I just kind of need to get my head in the right state of mind, you know? Anyways, I'm fine, I just choked a bit. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Bye!